Here is the good, the bad, and the ugly of the Toronto Temple's first inaugural season is an unconventional roster as it has been. I do see some good things, some great things, achievements that we've been making history in. The two first ever $1 million deals going into the new CBA. Marina Mabry being an all-star. Brittany Sykes, if she wasn't injured for 18 games with an ankle or a foot problem, then I think she would have been a two-time all-star as well. And Kiki Rice was awesome at the beginning of the season. Then she got hurt, and she's slowly getting back to where she was before. And we have a new signing. The Toronto Tempo have signed guard Williams to a 7-day extreme hardship contract. Like I said before, it's like the NBA version of a Exhibit 10 contract. And since we only have 6 more games after last game to play, Kiana Williams, welcome to the Tempo. She has not done anything of noteworthy, but she did make waves in college, and she most recently spent 2 months with the Sparks after signing a deal with the team on June 19th before being waived on August 15th. In 13 games, she averaged 3.2 points, 1.6 assists, and 11.2 minutes. It's not the production that worries me. Actually, I'm not worried at all because the amount of injuries that we've had to go through is crazy. Tempo are dealing with a rash of injuries as the inaugural season is winding down. We have gone 3-17 in the last 20 games and have been eliminated from the playoffs. I wasn't expecting us to be juggernauts in the WNBA in 2026 because I was looking more towards growing pains and learning playbooks. I think Sandy Brondello has done an amazing job of not only the chemistry, but the development of this team in the first year. Before Anissa Morrill went down with a knee injury, she looked really good. We addressed a huge need of getting second and third rebound chances, which she provided, and points in the paint. Really Started out slow, but ended up doing really good for us. And we got two mascots. It's really something. Now, with Brittany Sykes and Anissa Morrill being out for the remainder of the season, while Marina Mabry, adductor strain, Julie Allman with a concussion, maybe, or just uh, it just says head. So, and Maria Conde with the calf, Niara Sabali calf are all currently injured. That's why we're making these little moves so we can finish the season with players on the floor. And a lot of these 7-day hardship contracts are a test for these young players who may not have a home next year with Toronto. But if they ball out, maybe they will. And I know we're definitely going to make a lot of moves in free agency. But this year was never a title year. We have dreams of and aspirations of going there and making those dreams and aspirations come true. But it was never going to be this year. With that said, even though Kiana doesn't have any awards in the WNBA because she hasn't stayed with a team long enough to make an impact like that, I was looking at her Wikipedia, and that's where I got most of the info. Okay. This player, she played in the Turkish Super League. She was drafted 18th overall by the Seattle Storm in 2021 after playing college at Stanford. And then, geez, it was only a 1-year deal with the Seattle Storm and then the Adelaide Lightning. She moved between 3 different teams, played overseas when the first 3 teams gave up on her, and then she went to the Mercury, signed with them for a year, went back to EuroLeague, and like I said, the LA Sparks just waived her. She was an NCAA champion in 2021, Commissioner's Cup champion in 2021, second team All-American, third team All-American, WBCA All-American, Pac-12 tournament, MLP, not sure what that is, but a 3-time All-Pac-12, Pac-12 All-Freshman team, and a McDonald's All-American. And She is a silver medalist in basketball. She won in 2019 in Lima. Now, how many games did she play? Oh my God. So her whole WNBA career have been training camp contracts and 7-day hardship contracts. Shows it. So she's never really had a shot at in the NBA, in the WNBA, and never had a real shot with a WNBA team. Okay. This could actually be perfect if we can develop her into a full-time WNBA player for the Tempo. Maybe a really powerful bench piece for the Tempo next year. 3 teams in 4 years. 10 games played first. So the first 2 years of Seattle, she only played 13 games and 12.5 minutes per game. 25% from field goal, 25% from three, 0 from the free throw, charity stripe, 0.7 rebounds, 1.7 assists. Did not 2023 she didn't play because she was waived. And then she went back to Seattle in 2024. She got cut by the Connecticut Sun. But even 2024, Seattle didn't do much for her. She even averaged less minutes. God damn. Well, she's had playoff experience. 2 games played. Like, there's nothing here. I mean, great, she went to the playoffs, but she didn't get to show what she can do. Now with Stanford, it's a totally different story. She was a starter. She started all 36 games. Injuries were not the problem. 38.4% in 2017-2018 from three. 41.4% from the field. 25.7 minutes. 81.8% from the charity stripe. 1.7 rebounds. 1.9 assists. 0.9 steals. 1.1 blocks. 1.1 turnovers. And 10.4 points per game. When she really rose up to expectations was in the 1920 season for Stanford with 15 points per game. And then 2020, 2021, 14. So out of her college career, She's played 137 games, 128 started, 31 minutes, 31.6 minutes per game. See, these numbers, they are not bad numbers at all. If she put these numbers for either one of the Seattle Storm stints, which she had 3, I bet she would have made a name for herself in Seattle or Connecticut or Phoenix. I don't know why she hasn't been used to her potential on the 3 teams that gave up on her in 4 years. Because if we can emulate her college stats with stats, if we could emulate these stats on the board and then develop her into an even better 3-point shooter who could be a boost off the bench next year. So she can make more of an impact, because a couple of our players like Tiana Keys probably won't be staying, or Ben Coley, it's another 7-day hardship contract that is going to be expiring soon. A few bench players will be free agents at the end of the season. So maybe if we gave her a training camp deal and just give her a shot to see what she can do in the preseason in 2027.